Welcome back to another edition of IntelliTurf TV. We're going to talk to you about what it takes to make an artificial turf installation. Basically, you have your ground here. This is dirt. Compacted would be the best thing. And you're going to want to put a rock road base in here. This is a golf green. This will be about 4 inches. A rock road base is crushed stone. Call your local DOT and ask them, the Department of Transportation, and say, what is the approved road base in my area? It'll be granite, it'll be limestone, something along those lines. You have a 4-inch rock road base. You can't put turf down on the top of dirt because the dirt, if it gets wet, will actually seep up through, and you want a good solid base. If you're going to put this outside for 10, 12, 15 years, then you want to have something solid to put it on. From there, if there are a lot of voids in between the rock, you would add a small layer of screenings or fines or granite sand on top of that rock road base, and that might be 1 to 1/2 inch thick. So you've got 4 to 5 inches of a road base there to put the artificial turf down, and then the turf gets laid out over this in most cases for lawns, and then inside the turf is a sand fill. So what you end up with is compacted soil, a rock road base, the turf. Inside the turf goes sand fill, and that's your basic installation. If this was a golf green, for most of the IntelliTurf installations, you have that layer of screenings or fines over the top. Then we put a pad down that is 5 millimeters to help hold a golf shot, and then on top of that we have the turf, and then the sand fill goes in there. So it's the dirt, the rock, the screenings or fines layer. For golf greens, it gets a pad, and then for then the turf, and the turf gets full of sand. One more option could be you have the dirt. If you have a playground product, you might actually put a playground pad down, and the playground pad would get a paver edging that holds it in, and then the turf on top of that, and the turf would actually lay over the outside of this paver edging for the pad. So compacted dirt, the playground pad, and then the turf. Sometimes you might get an architect that says, hey, I want this to be super drain great, it needs to be great. You might actually say, let's put a layer of rock road base down up under there. But basically you've got dirt, pad, turf, and then this will get a little sand fill. So those are your basic installations and ingredients on what goes into an artificial turf installation.